very much.
That's great contrast today.
Thanks, bud.
As they say, break a leg. See, Michael.
How you doing, Sean? Good.
New camera, eh?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It arrived. It arrived while we were here on Friday, so I spent yesterday getting it charged up, and we'll put her to use today. See how she goes.
She looks all good.
Yeah, I really like it. It's a nice clear picture.
And it's lower now doing it.
Yeah. I moved it around a little just to make sure that you had a better angle on things. So, yeah.
How many games you got today?
Just 2.
Oh.
Bronze medal is this one, and then gold medal at noon, and then home and sleep.
And then back to school tomorrow?
I get tomorrow off, so yeah, I'm gonna take a much needed day off tomorrow and get some rest. Greenfoot Capitals.
So was there somebody eliminated yesterday?
The team from Newfoundland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's okay. Actually, we want that light flashing. If it stops, let me know. Yeah. Now that just means that the camera will keep going. If it stops thinking that it's busy, it might go into a power down. So if that light stops flashing, that means we might have trouble. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to like watch it the whole time, but if you notice, yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Just gotta get the voice through 2 more games.
Yeah. Almost done. Finish line's in sight.
Pardon?
Almost finished, right?
Yeah.
So the second game starts when?
Noon. Yeah.
You'll be home by 3 o'clock.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, and I'll be asleep by 3:05.
Did the dirty drive over a little bit?
It was, yeah. You live up in Victo too, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was not a pleasant drive at all.
When did you leave?
7:30. I like getting here nice and early, making sure I got lots of time to sit
All right.
and get my head in the right space for the game. There were, I'd say, over 2,000 people in here. Oh, it was packed. It was packed in here, yeah. And it was a good game too, like back and forth, good goaltending, some good hits. Really good hockey game. Well, that series is 2-0 for the Crushers right now. Best of 7, so at least 2 more games. Monday night down there, Wednesday night back here, and then if it keeps going, Thursday there, and then next Saturday here. So
if we beat them,
then we play Edmundston, and that'd be another best of 7. And Edmundston will probably win that one. They should. They are the best team in the league. But you never know. Crazy things happen, right? So no, we got a chance. We got a chance. Check 1 2. Check test 1 2. Gwe Ipchilidach. Bonjour, bienvenue, hello, and welcome once again to the beautiful Pictou County Wellness Center here in Pictou County, Nova Scotia for Championship Sunday at the 2025 Female U18 Atlantic Hockey Championships. My name is Michael Petter. Thank you so much for tuning in here on AO Live, a Petter Sports and Streaming production, as we get ready for the bronze medal game between the Moncton Rockets, the Moncton Subaru Rockets, the champions of the province of New Brunswick, as they will take on the Greenfoot Capitals, the champions of the province of Nova Scotia. Before we go any further in our pregame, we must take a moment to once again acknowledge that the Pictou County Wellness Center, the entire community of Pictou County, and the entire region covered by the provinces that these two teams represent, New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, all lies within the ancestral and unceded territory of Mi'kmaq. As we take a look ahead to this bronze medal game between the Rockets and the Capitals, we need to take a moment to pause and look back at the 3 previous days of hockey that we have had here, the 10 incredible games that have been played to bring us to this point. It all started back early Thursday afternoon when the Caps were on the ice for the opening game of the tournament against the Down East Auto Parts Stars. Stars getting the victory in that game 2-1. The Moncton Rockets then took to the ice for game number 2. They got a victory in overtime over the champions of Newfoundland and Labrador, the Eastern Icebreakers. That game also ended with a 2-1 scoreline. Day 1 ended with yet another 2-1 game, also ending in overtime. It also featured the Down East Auto Parts Stars as they beat the host team, the Northern Subway Selects, by a score, again, of 2-1 in overtime. That took us to the end of day number 1. We woke up bright and early Friday morning, and we're right back here at it for the game between these two teams. The preview of the bronze medal game, it was the Capitals winning a very close, very hard-fought, very, very entertaining 1-0 hockey game. So the Caps with a little bit of an edge coming into today, if you want to think about it in those terms, that they know that they defeated these Moncton Rockets just 47 hours ago when that game started. The rest of Friday saw the Selects get a 7-1 victory over the Icebreakers, the Stars with a 3-0 win over the Rockets, and Friday wrapped up with a thrilling, and I use that term, maybe one of the most entertaining hockey games I have ever been involved in, a 3-2 shootout victory for the Northern Subway Selects over the Greenfoot Capitals. Then yesterday, we were here bright and early at 9 a.m., the Stars getting a 6-0 victory over the Icebreakers, the Selects with a 2-1 win over the Rockets, and then finally wrapping up the round robin, it was the Capitals with a 7-1 win over the Icebreakers. So at the end of the round robin, the Down East Auto Parts Stars finished with a 4-0 record. They advanced to the championship game, which will be played at 12 noon today. The second place team was the Subway Northern Selects. They finished 3-1. Obviously, they are also in the championship game at 12 noon. The Greenfoot Capitals finished 2-2, bringing them home ice advantage, although not their home ice, but they will be the home team for this game in the bronze medal game after finishing 2-2. The Moncton Subaru Rockets finished 1-3, so they will be the visiting team for the purposes of this game. And the team from Newfoundland, Labrador, the Eastern Icebreakers, the Sportscraft Eastern Icebreakers, finished with a record of 0-4. And unfortunately, somebody had to get eliminated because you can only have 4 teams playing in the 2 medal games. And unfortunately for the Eastern Icebreakers, they were the team that ended up being on the outside looking into today's games. However, the Eastern Icebreakers do not come away without any hardware, as there was the tournament awards banquet held last night. While I was in this rink calling a Maritime Hockey League playoff game, all of the players from this tournament were over in another part of the building having the awards banquet, and there were several very, very deserving awards handed out, and the Eastern Icebreakers took away maybe one of the most coveted awards, as it was the most dedicated athlete award, the SO Kids Scholarship Program, presented to an athlete who excels academically, gives back to their community, has a strong sense of future career planning, and displays exemplary leadership qualities. All things that I think any parent of any player at this tournament would be proud to have their daughter win. And so Maggie Strong of the Eastern Icebreakers, I tip my hat to you for being the winner of that award. Some of the other awards handed out last night, the top scorer was Hallie Rose McLean of the Northern Subway Selects. She finished the round robin leading in scoring with 3 goals and 3 assists for 6 points in 4 games. The top forward from the Down East Auto Parts Stars, Avery McPhee. Top defender, we will see her in this game. It is Audrey Poirier of the Moncton Rockets. Top goalie from the Northern Subway Selects, Amy Field. And the MVP of the tournament, Callie McDonald, also of the Down East Auto Parts Stars. So there you have the rundown of the tournament award winners. And again, have to send a big shout out to Ken Reed, who you might recognize that name from watching him on one of those big sport channels that's owned by Roger. Ken Reed actually is from here in Pictou County, and he made his way to Pictou County to be involved in that award ceremony last night. And a big shout out as well to Scott Squires, who was also involved in that awards banquet last night, and have both of those gentlemen show up. As well, we also had 3 PWHL hockey players at the banquet last night, and so grateful to them for their part in being at the event and helping to give these young hockey players here at this tournament some wonderful memories and share some valuable lessons through a Q&A session that was held during the event last night as well. So a big thank you to all of them. As we take a look closer now at this particular meeting of these two teams for the bronze medal, we take a look and we see that these teams, of course, they both play in the same league during the regular season, the Maritime Major Female Hockey League. And so these teams have seen each other several times through the course of the year. 5 meetings, including the one that was held just a couple of days ago. You got to go all the way back to September 27th for the first time these teams met up with one another. The Rockets getting the 3-2 victory in that one. The season series, now I should point out, all of the stats that we mentioned throughout the course of this are from the Maritime Major Female Hockey League season. If these teams played against each other in various tournaments that they may have played, I'm not able to access all of that information, unfortunately. So I'm going on the season series just from regular season play and from this tournament, because that one we've got right in front of us, we can know. So the Rockets won that first meeting back in September. The next 4 meetings, November 2nd, November 3rd, December 14th, and the game 2 days ago, all won by the Capitals. But the score lines, all very, very close hockey games. The Caps winning 6-4 and 5-4 on November 2nd and 3rd, 3-1 on December 14th, and as mentioned, that 1-0 game back on Friday morning. So when you put all of that together, yes, the Caps are 4-1 against the Rockets this season, but every game was within 2 goals. So it's very safe to say that this game is going to be very, very close, and it's going to be very, very hotly contested between the team that won New Brunswick to earn their way here and the team that, despite finishing 4th out of the 4 Nova Scotia teams, won the province by taking out first the number 1 seed in Nova Scotia, the Northern Subway Selects, in the provincial semifinal, and then the number 2 seed in
the province, the Lindsay Surge, in the Nova Scotia final. So the Caps, 2 big upset wins, although all of those teams finished within 8 points of one another. So it's hard to call those really upsets. Yes, they were the lower seed, but hard to call those upsets for the Caps to get them here. For Moncton, we mentioned they won the province of New Brunswick. They finished first among the 3 teams in New Brunswick in the regular season, so they got a bye directly to the final. The Western Wolves defeated the Fundy Kraken in the semifinals for New Brunswick, as they were the number 2 and 3 seeds in that province out of the 3 teams. And then the Moncton Rockets with a 3-game sweep in the best-of-5 series against the Wolves to earn their way here. So both of these teams, they've had to battle just to get to this tournament. They then had to battle hard to earn their way to have a chance to play for a medal. And now, over the next 60 minutes or more of hockey, one of these teams will be able to go home with some hardware. Might not have been the hardware that they were hoping for when they got here on Thursday, but when they get a chance to look back in retrospect, a bronze medal is going to be something to be incredibly proud of. And for one of these teams, that is how their season will wrap up. Awaiting official confirmation of who the starting goaltenders are going to be for this game. Based on what I saw in warm-up, it looks like it might be Claire Frenette and Lauren Delaney. As I was watching the warm-ups, I think that was who was taking first reps in warm-up, but sometimes, of course, they go through the different drills so quickly, it's hard to say with absolute certainty. And the Caps right now, down on their bench, they're having a great time getting some photos taken, making sure that they get some memories that will, oops, hang on. There we go, now I'm hitting the right buttons. Getting some memories that will last them a lifetime with their teammates, with their friends that they have been able to make over the years of playing hockey. For some of these young women, it might be the end of their competitive hockey careers. For many of these young women, though, this is just a stepping stone towards what comes next. Whether it's on, for all of these women, this is a stepping stone for what comes next in their lives, whether it ends up being on or off the ice. And just a fantastic experience to be able to play. And I can see now that it is indeed Lauren Delaney who is getting the start for the Capitals. The Caps are your home team for this game, so they are in their black jerseys with the green and white trim. And it is indeed Claire Frenette coming out to get the start for the Rockets, who are the visiting team for this game, so they are in their road whites with the gold and red trim. Capitals will defend the net to your broadcast right for the first and third periods. Rockets will defend the net to your broadcast left. Delaney comes into this game with a record of 0-2, a very, very good 2.0 goals against average, and a wonderful .955 save percentage. Claire Frenette also 0-2, a 1.5 goals against average, and a .914 save percentage. And now we'll send things downstairs for some pre-game introductions.
So we will all like to be invited and Warren Clark. Before introducing the team members, Hockey Atlantic and Hockey Nova Scotia promote good sportsmanship during this morning's game. Cheer for all the players, respect the opposing team, respect the decisions of the officials. Be proud of these young female athletes and give them reason to review. First introducing the starting lineup of the visiting team representing New Brunswick, the Moncton Rockets. Starting goal, number 31, Claire Frenette. Before we give for 16, Melvin Sherrill. Number 5,
All right, so there you have it. Time to get ready now for puck drop. Rockets, Capitals, bronze medal game at the 2025 Atlantic U18 Female Hockey Championship Tournament. And while we've got a quick moment here, I want to take a minute to first off thank the organizing committee for having AO Live and Better Sports and Streaming here to bring you all of these games this weekend. I want to thank all of the fans who have been here all weekend long, bringing great energy into this building. And I want to thank all of you who have been watching back at home. Without you guys watching, I don't have a job. So thank you so much for being a part of this weekend as well, as we are underway here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. There's a shot, the first shot of the game. Kick save made by Delaney. Puck will be picked up by the captain, Grenier. She tries to get it down the boards. Rothenberg able to knock that puck down. It comes back to Grenier. Now Waselius, she has it knocked off of her stick. Out to center it comes. Waselius and White collide, and picking up the puck is the tournament's top defender, Audrey Poirier. Poirier has it knocked off her stick by Rothenberg. Carly Beaton working it back out to center. Now gathered up there by Hughes. She can't clear the zone, as getting onto the puck is Odin. Odin has it taken from her, and Hughes will play it ahead just out of the reach of Ward, as that pass to try and spring Ward down the ice doesn't quite connect, and we'll get our first stoppage just 49 seconds into the first period. And again, a reminder, we do try to be interactive with our stream here through AO Live on produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. You can reach us one of three ways. You can get us through x.com. Go to the look for the handle at Petter, PETTERPC_sports. That's PETTERPC_sports. You can reach us through Facebook. Go to facebook.com and look for Petter Sports and Streaming, where the and is an ampersand, or mjahlnetwork.proboards.com. Look for the section marked all other levels of hockey, and then find the post that is female U18 Atlantics, and you can share your thoughts on the broadcast, your thoughts on whatever you would like to share through any one of those three media. Here's a turnover, and Lucy Harland with a chance, and making the save there, Claire Fournette, as a dangerous opportunity for the Capitals, as Harland was able to get possession of the puck in all alone. Now Prince gets tied up along the wall by Boudelier. Puck will come free. Colpitz will gather it up there. She'll start to work the puck forward. It's knocked off of her stick, however, by, that was Driscoll. Now Prince with a shot. That goes wide, comes off the end boards, and Fournette will cover up and hang on for a stoppage with 18:06 left to go, as I once again forget to actually run my clock. Only been doing this for 11 games this weekend. You'd think I'd have it figured out by now, but of course not. Driscoll in to take this draw against Groundwater. Groundwater will win it back below the goal line to Hughes. Hughes able to pick up the puck, plays it ahead there. Marissa Richard had it, but when she went to make a pass back, it gets intercepted. Driscoll with a shot, that goes wide. Hughes will get the puck below the goal line, ends up turning it over to Driscoll. She comes out, gets a shot away, looking to go short side, but Fournette again makes sure that there is no room there. Puck cleared down the ice, and icing indicated, and will get called again with 2:20 gone here in period number one. It is the second to last game here at the 2025 tournament. Of course, the one to determine the Atlantic champion and the regional representative at the SO Cup coming up in Lloydminster will be at 12 noon today. And as we mentioned, there's Rothenberg with a shot, and Fournette with a nice save in close. As I was mentioning, the game at noon between the Stars and the Selects. There's a shot that goes high, comes off the boards. Rodier had her stick on it. She'll get it around to the far corner. Poked forward by Wilkie. Now it comes into the middle of the ice. Trying to get there was Melody Cormier, but she couldn't get it under control. Now Poirier over to Grenier. Grenier fires a shot. Blocker save made by Delaney. Puck comes down right back to Grenier. She gets a shot off and it goes just wide of the net. Bringing the puck out to center now, Carney. She gets her angle cut off by Melanie Richard. Now sent down the ice, back to get it Wilkie. She'll reverse it all the way back around to the near side. Lucy Harland on it there. Played off the wall, out to center. Here's Carney. She's got White coming up with her. Carney with the shot, and the glove save made. And holding on for another face-off is Fournette with 3:36 gone in the opening period of play. Got to, while we're giving shout-outs, got to give another shout-out again to Dixon Cho and Chabadamokos, the guys that I work with over at AO Live. Really appreciate all of your support that I've gotten from you guys over the years. Puck comes all the way around the boards. Down the ice it'll go. White will pick up. White takes it all the way back down towards her end line. Now plays it ahead for Carney. Carney coming in. Plays the puck off the wall around Hughes and then just peels off for a change as the Capitals get a full forward line switched up. Bringing the puck forward for the Rockets is Boudelier. Boudelier has the puck head towards the net, and it rolls all the way through to Delaney, who covers up and hangs on for a stoppage. 4:11 now gone here in the opening period of play. When these teams met back on Friday, we mentioned it was a 1-0 game. The only goal of the game came in the middle stages of the second period. A real goaltending duel between those two teams. We ended up with a grand total of 58 shots on goal and 1 goal scored, and that speaks to the quality of the goaltending that we saw in that game on Friday morning. There's a shot, Delaney with the save. And the matchup that day was Fournette against Holland. So there's another shot and another save made by Delaney, and she'll hang on with 4:50 gone. So Claire Fournette getting her second look in relatively quick succession at her opponents today. For Lauren Delaney, she hasn't played against the Rockets since one of the games back in the regular season. And Liliana Holland, who got the start in the game against the Rockets on Friday, getting her turn to watch the game from the bench. Poirier with the puck. Poirier bringing it up towards the top of the zone. Gets a shot, looking for Melody Cormier for a deflection, but couldn't quite connect. Now there's a shot in groundwater, the deflection. And Delaney makes the nice save there, as she had to be quick on that one. Now DeRosier trying to poke the puck out of the zone, not able to do so. McGrath looks to get it back down low. It's intercepted though by Driscoll. Driscoll now will find Ava Beaton. Beaton looking to get the puck past Poirier, not able to do so. Now Leslie with it. Her pass ahead intercepted by Melody Cormier. Stolen back by Driscoll, and Driscoll will play it off the wall. Down the ice it will go, right towards the net, so Fournette has to play it. So icing obviously negated. Now Hughes with the puck. She'll get it ahead, bouncing through center ice, picked up by Wilkie to the near side for Ellie Harland. Rothenberg couldn't quite stay on side, so that gives the Rockets a chance to bring the puck back out to center. Now Waselius will get it into the Capital zone. Wilkie off the wall, back out to center. Melanie Richard plays it back in again. Delayed offside though, so Richard has to go back and touch up as Wilkie gets the puck out to center. It goes off of Richard, ends up on the stick of Rothenberg. She'll send it to the end boards. Now up the wall, picked up by Arsenault. Arsenault to Hughes. Hughes ahead for Waselius. Waselius not able to get through as Lucy Harland was able to clear away the lane on the back check. Harland now ends up with the puck. She'll start to work her way forward. Off the wall for Rothenberg. Rothenberg gets a piece of that puck and then sends it the rest of the... No, she didn't get a piece of that puck. So we'll get an icing call against the Capitals. 6:44 gone here in the first period of play. And we're still awaiting the first goal of this morning's game. It will be Dowling in to take the draw against Colpitts. Colpitts wins it back. Sent around the boards by Fitzpatrick. Now Colpitts on it in the corner. Dowling able to knock it off of her stick. Up to Asbridge, and Asbridge will come out. Asbridge in across the blue line. Sends it down towards the corner. Getting to the puck first is Chanel Cormier, but then it's taken from her by Dowling. Dowling back to the line for White, and I think White caught just a little bit too much ice behind the puck, and that attempt at the one-timer as it rolled off of her stick. Now Carney being chased back by Colpitts and by Ward, gets the puck off the wall to White. White sends it in. McGrath will pick up for the Rockets. Use the end boards to play it around to the near side for Poirier. Poirier now working her way ahead. Lost the puck in her feet for a second. Was able to find it back. Now played it forward. It goes off of the rib cage of Colpitts. Now Jodry has the puck knocked off her stick. Puck up into the air, comes down for Searle. Searle ahead for Rodin. As the play right in front of the benches here, while both teams trying to make changes, dangerous changes for the potential of too many players on the ice, but both teams doing a great job of making sure that those changes were all done smoothly and cleanly. Shot taken from the line by McGrath, goes off of a body and into the near side boards. Asbridge now up through center. Beatrice Asbridge in across the line, stops, tried to feed it up for Carly Beaton. It was broken up by Hughes. Beaton gets to the puck in the near side corner. Got taken into the wall there by Groundwater. Up the line, Leslie, now DeRosier with the shot. That gets blocked. And now Marissa Richard, she'll dump the puck in right onto Delaney, who steers it over into the corner with 11:10 left to go, first period. Lead pass for Ava Beaton. Captain of the Capitals plays it back to DeRosier. To Leslie. Back across for Ava Beaton. To Prince. To Beaton. Down to the corner. Hughes on Beaton. Beaton able to skate away from that check. Takes the puck to the near corner. Now sends it back around behind the net. Hughes will get to it there, just ahead of Driscoll. Hughes changes direction to get away from Driscoll, plays it off the boards to Boudelier. Boudelier will return it back over to the far side, and now Hughes with a little bit of room to work the puck ahead, plays it forward, picked up by Vesalius. Vesalius has Richard with her, gets the shot away, and it's steered over to the corner. Now Melanie Richard takes the puck to the corner, works it to the wall, up the line for Chanel Cormier, down behind the net. Vesalius can't reach it. It'll come around to Grenier. Grenier back to the line, but Chanel Cormier not able to keep it onside. Dumps it back in. Rockets quickly tag up. Puck will come all the way around the boards to Ellie Harland. She'll get it ahead, just out of the reach of Dowling. Fitzpatrick across to Chanel Cormier, in across the red line, dumping the puck in just past Wilkie. Arsenault in for checking, but Wilkie able to get the puck to Ellie Harland. She'll get it to Asbridge. Asbridge with the pass for Rothenberg. Rothenberg gets a piece of the puck, deflecting it down the ice. She'll go chasing after it. She gets taken into the corner by Fitzpatrick. Dowling also in there, as was Rodier. Now in behind the net, Dowling plays it to the far wall. Arsenault gets to the puck, not able to clear as it was kept onside by Wilkie. Now the Rockets get it back. They will come out to center this time. Rodier with the puck in across the Capital line. 9:22 left to go here, first period. Asbridge with the puck. She'll work her way forward with it. Gain the red line, dump the puck in. Lucy Harland will go in for checking. Poirier able to get away from Harland. Now gets the puck ahead to Groundwater. Groundwater takes a look. Pass ahead. That misses the intended target of Jodry. All the way down the ice to Rosier to the far side. That's intercepted. Picked up by Melody Cormier. Back to the line for Poirier. Poirier skates in a couple of steps, fans on a shot attempt, and Carney with the block. Now behind the net, Ward. She's got Carney all over her. Ward, a couple of nice moves to create some space, but closing in was Lucy Harland, and the puck now comes to the near wall. Jodry gets it to the line and out. White gets a piece of the puck, as she was surrounded by a couple of Moncton defenders. Back to get it, McGrath in her own zone. Puck comes all the way around the boards to Leslie at the line. She can't get it back down low past Melody Cormier, so she has to back out to center ice. Now it's picked up by Ward for the Moncton Rockets. Here comes Ward coming in. Ward with the shot, and the save made by Delaney. Back down low, Weselius. Out in front, that'll be cleared away from the front of the net by Leslie. Now Odam with it. She'll play it off the wall out to center. Hughes sending it right back in again. And a little bit of a you take it, I got it there between Leslie and DeRosier. Leslie finally goes over and gets the puck. Played as far as the line. Hughes holds it in. There's a shot. Goes wide of the net. Marissa Richard with the shot. Goes off the outside of the post behind the net. Now back to the line. Hughes. Her shot. That goes off of Odan to the far wall. Into the corner. Picked up by Ward. That shot goes through the top of the crease. Comes all the way to the near side. Ends up with Beatrice Asbridge. And Asbridge will come out to center. Asbridge gives the puck to Odan. Odan with the shot. That goes wide. Off the end boards. Picked up by Hughes. Hughes carrying ahead. Trying to get through the check of Driscoll. But Driscoll able to force the puck away. And now plays it to the near side. Getting to it first was Grenier. She'll send it down into the corner for Arsenault. Arsenault back to the line. Colpitts just coming in off of a change. Takes it down the boards. Now sends it back to the point for her defender. And the shot taken by Fitzpatrick gets all the way through to Lauren Delaney. And Delaney will make the stop with 6:49 left to go in the first period. That's a sign, everybody. Go buy a lottery ticket. We had the clock stop at 6:49. I kid. I know my clock says 6:48, but I was a little slow. There's a shot. Now Prince to the line, held in by Chanel Cormier. Colpitts, Grenier there as well. Now up the wall. Chanel Cormier couldn't get a stick on it. It comes out to center, picked up by Fitzpatrick. Abby Fitzpatrick plays it ahead. It gets just past Sophie Grenier. Back into the Capital zone. Ellie Harlan gives to Ava Beaton. Beaton will take it back behind the net, being shadowed by her fellow captain, Sophie Grenier. The pass over to Wilkie, and then Wilkie lost the puck to Rodier. Wilkie able to get it back. Now reverses the field to get it to Ellie Harlan. She'll play it ahead and out to the neutral ice where Rothenberg was there. Rothenberg, though, gets taken to the wall by McGrath. That allows Rodier to get on the puck. Rodier has it stolen from her by Rothenberg. It ends up coming back to Melody Cormier. And then her shot not able to get through as she was knocked down just as she tried to take the shot. Caps get it into the Moncton zone, but it's stolen back again by Audrey Poirier. Around to the near side for McGrath. Now Groundwater will get it out to center ice. Rodier plays it off the boards, picked up again by Groundwater, but Searle there to steal it away from her. Plays around to the near side wall, held in at the point. No, it wasn't, as Weselius couldn't quite get to that puck in time to keep it onside, and we'll get a stoppage with 5:17 left to go in a pretty good paced opening period when you consider that it is 9:24 in the morning right now on a very snowy morning here in Pictou County. The drive into the arena a little bit greasy today, coming in all the way from Pictou. I say all the way, it's like a 15-minute drive, but for the teams whose hotels were just a couple of minutes away from the rink, a little bit less to be worried about getting here than the 15-minute drive down the 106 this morning. Perhaps this is the one last taste of winter that we're going to have here this season. Hopeful, but not optimistic on that. Here's Boudelier with the puck. Has it knocked off her stick by Jodry. It ends up going right to Weselius. Weselius sending it towards the net. Ward jamming away at it, but Delaney able to find it, and she will cover up and hang on for a stop as we see the puck played down, or deflected down the boards. Good work there by Weselius to get the puck to the net, and then Ward, a couple of jams at the puck while it was still loose, but Delaney able to find it, cover up and hang on, We get the stoppage with 4:49 left to go in the period as we are back to live action. Carney plays it as far as the line. Hughes will send it back down low. Marissa Richard behind the net. Her pass will get back to the point for Boudelier, but there to help disrupt that was Jodry, and she'll get it out down the ice. Picked up by Hughes, over for Colpitts. Colpitts up to Boudelier. Boudelier coming up, but Marissa Richard was in just a step early, and so we'll get a stoppage with 4:22 remaining in the first period as we continue to await the opening goal of the game. We'll have Carly Beaton and Madeline Colpitts take the draw. Colpitts wins it back to Fitzpatrick, across to Chanel Cormier. Across the blue line, puck rolls a little bit too far away from her. Searle able to turn it the other way to Asbridge, and Asbridge gets it down the ice. That misses everybody, and down it goes, and it will be an icing call with 4:04 left to go here in the first. And again, the puck all the way back down into the Capital zone. Moncton Rockets with a little bit more of the play on the shot clock, 13-4. The Rockets are out shooting the Capitals at this point. Puck sent out to center ice, picked up there by Chanel Cormier. She'll get it as far as the line. O'Dane looking to turn it back the other way. Only gets it as far as Rodier. Now Rodier comes in with Melody Cormier. Puck played off the wall to O'Dan. O'Dan will find Rothenberg. Rothenberg, though, has the puck poked off her stick by McGrath and now brought in by Rodier. Rodier gets it to Melody Cormier. Her shot kicked aside by Delaney. Now Rodier taken to the wall by Beaton. Melody Cormier in there pressuring as well. DeRosier gets on the puck for the Capitals, plays it as far as the line. McGrath over to Poirier. Her shot and a save made again by Delaney, and she'll hang on for a stoppage. 3:19 remaining here in the first period of play. And the face-off will be to the left of the Capital netminder. Driscoll to take this draw against Groundwater. Driscoll won the draw but put it right into the feet of the linesperson. Now Prince out to center. Poirier will pick up there. Poirier for Vesalius. Vesalius pokes the puck around Beaton. Ava Beaton, that is. And then Ellie Harlan gets it going the other way. Now here comes Poirier coming in. And there's a nice blocker save made by Delaney. Onto the puck now, Groundwater. She'll give to Hughes. Hughes with a shot into the traffic. Ward there looking for a deflection, but she gets knocked down just as the puck gets to her. And the Capitals are able to get the puck the other way from their own side. Icing gets waved off for some reason. And we may see some argument here from the Moncton Rockets, as that looked like it was going to be an icing. It got waved off at the last moment, and I have to confess I'm not entirely sure why it got waved off. Can't quite figure out why it got waved off, but it did, and so now a 1-0 scoreline favoring the Greenfoot Capitals. And the Rocket bench looking for some clarification. And the linesperson who waved off the icing, we see on the crest on her jersey a hockey PEI crest, so she's one of the officials brought in from out of province for this game. The explanation that she gave Not sure if it completely satisfied the Moncton bench, but the explanation given, and we get the first goal of the game going the way of the Capitals. As we await the announcement of the scoring on that play. Puck will be picked up. Now here comes a chance coming in, and Driscoll just puts it a little bit high and wide. see here if we can get the. Yeah, still waiting to get the scoring on that. Now Asbridge with the puck. She'll dump it in. Puck comes up the boards to Grenier. Or sorry, that's Arsenault, 12, not 10. The jersey on the back bunched up a little bit there, which caused my confusion. Now Hughes plays it out to center ice. DeRosier there waiting for it for the Caps. Gets it to Rothenberg, and that's going to be an offside with 1:34 left to go in the first period. Still waiting to get the announcement on that goal. And it looks like they're having some issues with the online scoring as well, because I'm not seeing it posted up there yet either. Sometimes they get the online scoring done and then they do the announcement. But now here's a chance for Chanel Cormier, blockered away by Delaney. Puck comes to the line. Grenier, her shot up into the air, comes down. Sent ahead, by Leslie. And now back to get it, Chanel Cormier up to Grenier. Sophie Grenier. So Prince with the goal, and Ava Beaton with the lone assist on that one for Zara Prince. It is her second goal, second point of the tournament. And the time of the goal again, 17:25. There's a chance as Ward played the puck through the crease, and it just gets away from Groundwater before she could get an attempt at a tap at the puck. Now Ward on it again. Down to the last 7 seconds of the period. Puck goes behind the net to Rodier. Rodier, she gets taken to the wall by Harland, and that will bring the first period to an end. 20 minutes in the books. And it is a 1-0 lead for the Greenfoot Capitals over the Moncton Rockets after that opening 20 minutes. The goal again by Zara Prince at 25 of the first period to make it the 1-0 scoreline. And we will go into the intermission with that as the score. We'll take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the second period. You are watching the 2025 Atlantic U18 Female Hockey Championship Tournament from the Pictou County Wellness Center here in Pictou County, Nova Scotia. The bronze medal game here on AO Live, produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second period here between the Capitals and the Rockets in the bronze medal game at the 2025 Atlantic Female U18 Hockey Championships. And during the intermission, I was talking to the head of officials for this tournament, and I asked her directly, why was the icing waved off on that goal? And what she told me was that at the time that the icing got waved off, the player from the Capitals was leading the race. She then let up after the icing got waved off. So when the Rocket player got to the puck first, the icing had already been waved off prior to that moment. So you can understand why the Moncton fans and why the Moncton staff were frustrated with that call. But when you hear the explanation from the head of officials, the player for the Capitals had the inside lane towards the puck, and so the icing got waved off because the Capital player had the inside lane towards the puck. She was leading the race at that point when the wave off occurred. So there is your explanation as to why the icing got waved off. And again, that comes directly from the head of officials for this tournament. And as I was talking to her, I said, overall this weekend, the officiating has been excellent. There have been very, very few calls that have led to controversy. And as I was telling her, when we talk about the officials in a broadcast, usually it's to complain. We don't nearly mention in a broadcast often enough when the officials are doing a great job. I think overall this weekend the officiating has been fantastic, and they deserve a tip of the hat. Like I say, you can understand why the Moncton fans were frustrated when that call was made. Completely understandable for the frustration, but now that I have heard the explanation, that call makes sense to me, at least. As we get ready for the start of the second period, first period summary, there was that one goal, and it came at 17:25. It was Zara Prince getting her second goal, second point of the tournament. The lone assist on the goal going to Ava Beaton. No penalties in the first period, so no power plays. Shots on goal favor the Moncton Rockets, 17-5. However, the only goal of the tournament of the game was for the team in black. And so the Greenfoot Energy Capitals lead the Moncton Subaru Rockets by a score of 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. As we get ready for the second period, Caps in black as the home team will defend the net. To your broadcast left for this second period, the Rockets in their road white jerseys defending the net. To your broadcast right. As we wait for everybody to be back and ready to roll. Looking ahead to the 12 o'clock game, the championship game. The Down East Auto Parts Stars looking to be just the third team to represent Prince Edward Island at the as the Atlantic Region champions at the SO Cup. The SO Cup will be held in Lloydminster, Alberta this year. The Lloydminster Steelers, the home team. The other 5 teams representing the 5 different regions being determined this weekend and next. And early in the third period, or during the second intermission, I'll do a quick double check of the results of other regional championships going on this weekend. 2 of them may have already wrapped up. The other 2 go next weekend, and then this one, of course, wrapping up today. There's a chance. And the puck just rolls off the stick of Asbridge. There may have been a nice play by a defender there to help knock the puck off the stick of Asbridge, but it rolled off of her stick as she went to the backhand. We'll get another look at that one in a moment as we get a stoppage in play here. Let's take another look. Couldn't tell in the live action if it was the defender making a play to knock the puck away from Asbridge. We'll see here the pass to Asbridge. She goes to the backhand, and it looks like the puck, just rolled off of her stick on her own, unfortunately for her. A great scoring chance there for Beatrice Asbridge, but it turns out going by the wayside. Puck comes out to center. Hughes able to play it to Ward. Ward will bring it back in across the Capital blue line. Ward takes it all the way down below the net, gets taken off of the puck by Driscoll, but wins it back. Now a centering pass, but nobody for the Rockets was there in front of the net. Ava Beaton coming the other way. She's got Prince with her. Beaton cuts to the outside, has the puck knocked off her stick by Hughes. Down the wall to Beaton. Towards the front of the net. The only one there is Boudelier. And Boudelier will play it off the wall, held in by DeRosier. DeRosier has a shot blocked by Colpitts. Over to the far wall. Hughes will gather it in, and one of the assistant captains for the Moncton Rockets, Hughes, dumps it down the ice. DeRosier gets to the puck first. She'll wrap it around the boards up to Rothenberg. Rothenberg saw that Arsenault was coming in, tried to play the puck ahead, but it was broken up by Ward. Now it gets to the far wall. Asbridge will get to it there. Plays it. That's off of a high stick of Rothenberg, but the next player to touch it was a Moncton Rocket, so play goes on. Out to center. Asbridge picks up. Asbridge turning it back the other way, and down the ice it goes, and that will be an icing with 2:14 gone. 2:14 gone in the second period. That's where we are. 12th game of the 12th game of the weekend for me, as not only did I do the 10 round robin games, but I also had that Maritime Hockey League playoff game last night. So if I start to lose track of what period we're in, what day it is, where we are, any of that, I do apologize. Trying to keep the brain awake and active at this point in a weekend is certainly challenging. Can't imagine how it is being a player playing your 5th game of the weekend. And so a huge kudos to all of these young women doing a great job out there on the ice. There's a shot, Delaney the save, and we'll get a stoppage with 17:02 left to go. Second period. Caps with that goal back in the first to hold the 1-0 lead. Melanie Richard taking the draw against Kearney. Puck comes to the corner. Richard gets back to Richard again, trying to get away from the pressure of Kearney. Kearney nearly creates the turnover, but the puck is worked down to Waselius. Now Waselius will bring it around to the near side. Out in front, intended for Marissa Richard, and it just bounces away from her, and now Jodry going the other way. Jodry dumps the puck deep into the Capital zone. Kearney got the puck towards the middle of the ice, but it's turned over. Now the Rockets will come out. Picked up by Lucy Harlan. She'll play it off the wall to White. White has it knocked away from her, though, as she tried to use the boards. We're going to get our first penalty of the game. And let's see if we can see the infraction here. And Waselius bumping the player. And it's a body checking call against Waselius as she bumped the player who was trying to chase down Audrey Poirier. So with 16:15 to go in the second period, Waselius will go off for body checking. And the Capitals will get their first power play of this game. It'll be their 12th power play of the tournament. The Rockets on their 8th penalty kill, which I believe... No, I was starting to say something and then and now O'Dan looked like she tripped up a player, but got away with that one. And now O'Dan gets taken down by Colpitts as the officials are going to let them play. Here's Lucy Harland with the puck now. She'll dump it in. Just to finish the thought that I had started there, the Rockets, this is their 8th time shorthanded. They are the second least penalized team in this tournament. The only team that has been shorthanded fewer times is the Down East Auto Parts Stars, who were shorthanded 6 times through the round robin to the Moncton Rockets 7. However, and I didn't start the clock. However, I have mentioned this several times throughout the tournament. There has yet to be a power play goal. There have now been a grand total of 44 shorthanded situations in this tournament. The penalty kill is 44 for 44 so far. And we'll just let my clock keep on running until we eventually get caught up. I'll tell you right now, there's 14:56 left to go in the second period, 41 seconds remaining in the body checking penalty taken by Madison Vesalius. Puck comes to Prince. She'll get it out to center. Poirier backs up and then fires it down the ice as the Rockets continue their great job on the penalty kill here, forcing the Capitals all the way back deep into their own zone while, despite having the extra skater. Here's Driscoll cutting around to the outside against Poirier. Driscoll stops, turns, backs it up, now plays the puck down into the corner for Beaton. Beaton spins to try and get away from the pressure of Poirier. Back to the line for Ellie Harland, near side to Rosier. DeRosier looking to go cross ice with the pass. And now coming out of the box, the pass just doesn't connect with Vesalius. Oh, so close. Great timing on the pass by Melanie Richard, but unfortunately just didn't quite connect. What an opportunity that would have been for the Rockets. Vesalius had a clear path all by herself to the net. Now the Rockets backing up as the puck ends up in the Capital bench, and we'll get a stoppage with 13:45 to go here in the second period, and we'll just let my clock keep running and trying to get it caught up. Dowling and Ward to take this face off. Puck ends up going to Lucy Harland. Off the wall, puck knocked down by Vesalius. Coming up to get it is Grenier. Grenier's got Ward on the back door, but the pass is deflected away. Now Ward, she'll fire a shot. That'll go into the glass, come up the wall. Held in at the line by Boudelier. Now second effort, it will be sent out to center, and down the ice it will go. Does not get all the way to the goal line, as McGrath gets taken to the boards by Asbridge, and that's going to be a penalty against the Capitals as they touch the puck. And we'll get the stoppage with exactly 13 minutes left to go, and we'll have a body checking penalty against the Greenfoot Capitals. Beatrice Asbridge. And we can tell you that the Caps, that's their 15th penalty kill. They were the most penalized team through the round robin. And the Rockets had 9 power plays. And there we finally get the first power play goal of the tournament. And it comes in the bronze medal game, the second period of the bronze medal game, and it goes to the Moncton Rockets. I might have been, and I was a little too slow hitting the replay button, I apologize. But the Moncton Rockets, and it looks like it is Marissa Richard who led the line across the bench. Just as I was saying, there. And It only took 46 power plays before somebody finally scored with the extra skater in this tournament. And it is the Moncton Rockets who get that first power play goal. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 11 seconds of the second period. We'll get the official word on the scoring of that goal here in just a moment. Right now, Carney with the puck. For Jodry. Jodry not able to get a shot away. Carney does, but Hughes with the block. Now around to the near side. Arsenault's pass just out of the reach of Melody Cormier. Sent back into the zone by Leslie. Back to get it is Hughes. Hughes will work her way forward. Gets the pass over. Just misses Boudelier with that one. And now it's sent back down the other way. Carly Beaton will chase the puck to the corner. Asbridge in front of the net. The pass for Asbridge just out of her reach. And now coming the other way, Rodier. Rodier trying to get past Lucy Harland. Vesalius will get the shot off and the blocker save made. It is indeed Marissa Richard who gets that goal. So Marissa Richard, her first goal, first point of the tournament, assisted by Audrey Poirier on the power play at 7:11 of the second period. And we're all knotted up at 1 here with 11 minutes now left to go in the second period. Fitzpatrick plays the puck ahead. Melanie Richard gets it ahead to Rodier. Rodier in across the line, sends the puck down towards the corner, gets body position against Leslie. Leslie able to take her into the wall, though. Now Driscoll over there. Puck is worked to Melanie Richard. She couldn't get a pass through to Marissa, and the Capitals come the other way. Pass off the glass intended for Prince, but it takes a bounce off of a stanchion that didn't allow the pass to get completed. Now it's sent out to center. Driscoll will pick up, and she'll fire it down in behind the net, settled there by Frenette. Poirier will gather it in and take a look now, start to work the play ahead. Audrey Poirier, long lead pass right onto the stick of Grenier. Grenier coming in. She shoots and scores! What a great lead pass by Poirier, picked up by Sophie Grenier. Grenier comes in and puts the puck top corner, and the Moncton Rockets have taken the lead. It's now 2-1. For Sophie Grenier, her first goal, first point of the tournament. Audrey Poirier will get her second assist. And the Moncton Rockets in the bronze medal game become only the second team to turn what had been a deficit at one point into a lead. The only other team to do it, the Moncton Rockets, in their round robin game against the Eastern Icebreakers back on, that was the Thursday game, right? Yes, on Thursday. So the Moncton Rockets now twice in this tournament have done something nobody else has done. Play from a deficit at one point and take a lead. They've done it twice. Everybody else, over. Hughes backs the puck up to Melody Cormier. Sorry, took too long to get the name to go from the brain into the mouth. There's a shot and a glove save made by Delaney, and she'll hang on for a face-off. 9:24 left to go in the second period, or 9:24 left to go in the second period. I got that part right at least, yeah, okay. Jodry wins the puck down into the corner. Searle tries to play it back up the boards. That's knocked down by Rodier. Rodier, though, gets tied up at the wall by Carney. Carney then gets tripped up as she was trying to work the puck ahead. Looked like she landed awkwardly on her shoulder. They also give an assist to the goaltender, Claire Frenette. So again, it is Sophie Grenier, first goal, first point of the tournament from Audrey Poirier, and Claire Frenette gets the second assist at 9:59 of the second period. And now the Moncton Rockets play with a lead. And ironically, even though this is the second time they've turned a deficit into a lead, this is the first time they're playing with a lead in this tournament, because when they won the game against the Eastern Icebreakers, they took the lead in overtime. So the Rockets getting a chance to do something now that they have not done, which is play from in front. Wilkie with the puck behind the net, trying to get away from the pressure of Marissa Richard, gets the puck ahead finally to Asbridge. Asbridge ahead to Carly Beaton, but she's tied up by Grenier. Puck does get out to center. Marissa Richard plays it right back in again. 8:04 left to go here for second period. Rockets with the lead 2-1. O'Dane gets it out to center. Carly Beaton feeds Asbridge. Asbridge had a couple of players on her. Got the puck wide in the net down into the end boards. Asbridge battling hard with Fitzpatrick. Now it comes to the line. Leslie with a shot. They score! Leslie with the shot from the point. I think it was deflected by Carly Beaton. And again, was I too slow? Yeah, I was too slow. I gotta be quicker hitting that button to get the replay. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. You get a chance to watch the celebration all over again. And we're now tied at 2 with 7:42 left to go. And now we'll get an offside with 7:34 remaining. As we await confirmation of the fact that it would be a goal for Carly Beaton if she did indeed get the deflection, as the line going across the bench might indicate. And if it is indeed Beaton's goal, it'd be Carly Beaton's second goal, second point of the tournament. Leslie, of course, would get an assist for the initial shot. And my brain is not braining, because I can't remember if it was played back to Leslie by a Capital or if it was cleared away and Leslie knocked the puck down. So we'll have to wait and figure out if there's a second assist on that goal. Again, ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. It is indeed Carly Beaton with the goal. It is Beatrice Asbridge getting that second assist. So once again, Carly Beaton, second goal, second point of the tournament from Josie Leslie and Beatrice Asbridge. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 18 seconds of the second period to tie the game up at 2. Puck comes to the front of the net, cleared away there by Ava Beaton. Now Beaton has the puck poked off her stick. Nice play by Boudelier. Puck comes back to Boudelier again. Now she sees Arsenault on the near side. Pass ends up in Arsenault's feet after it was deflected just slightly. Sent into the Capital zone. DeRosier there. She'll play a long lead ahead for Driscoll, who deflects it the rest of the way down into the Moncton Rocket end. Back to get it is Hughes. Hughes loses her footing as she was bumped by Rothenberg. Puck played into the crease, still loose, and cleared away. Great effort there by Rodier to get the puck out of the crease, as it was in a very dangerous spot. Now Grenier coming in. Grenier going to the backhand, but Delaney able to stay with her the whole way. Now we're going to have a penalty coming up here, as the Capital player, Searle, taking down Grenier. Let's get another look at how the Moncton Rockets will get back to the power play again. First off, we get the opportunity by Grenier onto the backhand, and then Grenier gets taken into the boards by Searle. So a scoring chance, and it's going to be a 4-minute penalty. As we get our first 4-minute penalty of the entire tournament. Coming with 5:45 left to go in the second period of the bronze medal game, we go to a 4-minute penalty for the first time all weekend. It's a double minor for head contact. With 5:22 left to go in the second period, 3:37 left to go in the double minor for head contact. So a lot of firsts happening in the bronze. Hard to believe that you get to the 11th game of a tournament and you're seeing a lot of things happening for the first time in a tournament. This is the first time we've seen a game where a team has taken a lead or has been behind and then taken a lead and then had that lead taken away by the game getting tied again. It's the first time we've had a power play goal all weekend. Now it's the first time we've had a double minor all weekend. Here's Grenier coming in. 4-on-2 right now. As the Capitals got caught on a bit of a change, but the Rockets not able to take advantage. Poirier with the puck now. She'll play it back to the line for Ward. Ward gives it back to Poirier, but the pass ends up bouncing, and that allows Jaudry to get it out to center ice. Jaudry forcing Ward all the way back behind her own net, now into the near side corner. Ward takes a look, gives the puck now to Chanel Cormier across to the far side for Poirier. Poirier ahead to Groundwater, who will carry in across the blue line. 2:18 left to go in the double minor. Groundwater back to Chanel Cormier. She'll come to the middle of the ice, get a shot away, save made, puck is loose, and cleared out to center by Prince. First half of the double minor comes to an end now, and so we're into the second half. There's a shot by Boudelier, blocked in front of the net, and it gets to the line and just out. Boudelier to Chanel Cormier. She'll carry in across the line, drops it off for Rodier. Rodier down towards the corner. Gets tied up with Leslie, Now back to the line, Boudelier trying to get away from Modin. Gives the puck to Melanie Richard, who gets a shot off, and the save made by Delaney. 1:28 left to go in the double minor. 3:13 remaining here in the second period. In this period, the Rockets are out shooting the Capitals by a margin of 11-4. Two-period total 28-9. But despite the significant edge in shots for the Rockets, the score is still 2-2. Puck taken behind the net by Ward, has to circle back as Carly Beaton was cutting off the angle. 1:12 left to go in the double minor. Ward comes out from behind the net, gives the puck to Poirier. Poirier ahead to Weselius. Weselius tried to make a return pass. That was broken up. Weselius able to get it back again. Comes to the near boards, down towards the corner. Now plays the puck back up the wall to Grenier. Grenier to Poirier to Grenier. To Poirier. To Grenier. Grenier steps in, gets a shot away, and the save made by Delaney, and she'll hang on for a stoppage. 2:27 remaining in the second period. 42 seconds left to go. And the double minor taken by Mila Searle for head contact when she took the Moncton captain, Sophie Grenier, into the boards in the far corner in the Greenfoot Capitals end zone. Ward out at center ice for Grenier. Grenier loses the puck to the other captain, Ava Beaton. Now Grenier comes back, wins it back after Poirier tied up Beaton. Ward with the puck. 20 seconds left in the power play. Over to the near side, Grenier. Grenier to Poirier. Here comes Poirier in across the zone. Poirier with the shot, kick save right onto the stick of Ellie Harlan. She plays it to the far wall, but the Rockets are able to get it back. Now Ward loses the puck as she got taken down. We're back to 5-on-5. Picking up is Leslie. She's got Rothenberg at the Rocket blue line. Rothenberg was banging her stick trying to get the pass to her, but by the time the lane was clear enough to get the pass, Audrey Poirier was back to help break up that pass. Ahead for Rodier. Rodier gets it up to Boudelier. 1:17 to go, second period. Boudelier, nice move to get by Asbridge. Gets the shot away. It goes wide off the end boards. DeRosier can't get the puck to sit. Now Rodier. Rodier fans on a pass attempt. Recovers, gets the puck to Melanie Richard, who tries to center it, but that pass knocked down by Lauren Delaney, and she'll cover up and hang on. 1:02 remaining, second period of a tie hockey game here in the bronze medal game at the Atlantic Championship Tournament for 2025 U18 Female Major Hockey. Shot by Hughes, blocked by Asbridge. Puck poked out to center by Rothenberg. Here comes Rothenberg, has it knocked off her stick by Boudelier, stays in the zone. Asbridge with the shot, save, rebound cleared away by Rodier. Rodier will get it over to the wall, and now it comes out to center. DeRosier at her own line, plays it off the boards. It's knocked down by Melody Cormier, but ends up on the stick of Dowling. Her pass for Asbridge doesn't quite connect, and with it now is Hughes. Hughes, lead pass out of the reach of Melody Cormier, and that's going to be an icing call with 23.6 seconds left to go here in period two. And the faceoff will come all the way back down into the Rocket end as we play tied here at 2. Caps scored first. It was 1-0 coming into this period. Rockets tied it up. Rockets took the lead, and then the Caps tied it up again. And that is where we stand here in the closing seconds of the second period. But here comes Rodier trying to bring her team into the locker room with a lead, but her shot gets blocked by Lucy Harlan. Down into the corner, around to the far side. Searle will get on that puck. Just 4 seconds left. She'll get it out to neutral ice, but we'll run out of time here in the second period, and we will go to the break with the score all knotted up at deuces. Shots in the second period, 14-6 for the Moncton Rockets as they continue to control the majority of the play. The two-period total heavily favoring the Rockets, 31-10. However, despite all of that, we are knotted up at 2 going into the final 20 minutes, possibly, or more, of the bronze medal game here at the 2025 Female U18 Atlantic Hockey Championships from the Pictou County Wellness Center here in Pictou County, Nova Scotia on AO Live, produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period here between the Greenfoot Capitals and the Moncton Rockets. 20 minutes to determine a bronze medalist at the 2025 Atlantic Female U18 Hockey Championship Tournament. Taking a look at the second period summary, 3 goals scored. The first power play goal of the tournament on the 46th power play of the tournament was scored by Marissa Richard, assisted by Audrey Poirier at 7 minutes 11 seconds of period number 2 to give the game a 1-1 tie scoreline. The Rockets then took the lead at 9:59 of the second period. It was Sophie Grenier getting her first goal and first point of the tournament. Audrey Poirier and Claire Frenette with the assists on that goal to make it 2-1 for the Rockets. However, the lead did not last very long. Just 2 minutes and 19 seconds later, at 12:18, it was Carly Beaton getting her second goal and second point of the tournament. Josie Leslie and Beatrice Asbridge with the assists. 3 penalties called in that period, 2 minors and a double minor. 1 minor against the Rockets, a minor and a double minor against the Capitals. Moncton now 1 for 3 on the power play, as the double minor does technically count as 2 power plays according to the statistics, because if you score in the first half, it becomes a second 2-minute power play. So they're 1 for 3. The Capitals 0 for 1 with the extra skater. Shots on goal in the second period, 14-6 for Moncton. The 2-period total favors the team from New Brunswick, 31-11. And so after 2 periods of play, we're all knotted up at 20 minutes left to go or more to determine a bronze medal winner here at the 2025 Atlantic Female U18 Championships. Of course, we still have a gold medal game left to go at 12 noon. It will be the Northern Subway Selects looking for a 4th consecutive Atlantic Championship and a 5th trip to the Esso Cup, when they take on the Down East Auto Parts Stars from Prince Edward Island. The Stars looking to be just the 3rd team from PEI to win an Atlantic Championship and go on to an Esso Cup, to join the Mid-Isle Matrix from 2017 and the Kings County Kings from 2011. All other Atlantic champions who have gone on to represent the region at the Esso Cup have either been from New Brunswick or Nova Scotia. Since the Esso Cup began in 2009, the Atlantic Regional Champion to represent the area. Of course, there was no tournament in 2020, no tournament in 2021, because those were the COVID years. But since 2009, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick representing the region in almost every tournament, except, like I said, 2017 and 2011, the 2 times that the Atlantic champion has been from PEI, and the Stars with a chance to make it a 3rd later this afternoon. Here's Audrey Poirier coming in right off of the draw, gets a shot away. That goes off of Ellie Harland and into the end boards, wrapped around to the far side. White plays it ahead. Now it comes to Jawdry on the near side. She'll play it up for White. White in across the blue line. Has the puck stolen from her by Audrey Poirier. Poirier will go the other way and then get it all the way down the ice. Out of the net to play it is Delaney. She sets it up for Searle. Searle will get the puck ahead all the way to the Rocket blue line. Hughes looked to send it forward, but it goes off a body, comes right back to her again. Hughes now into Weselius. Weselius had trouble getting that puck to sit for her and ended up coming into the zone before the puck did and did not have control at the time, and therefore an offside against the Rockets. You can back into the zone with the puck behind you as long as you have control of the puck as you are doing so, and it's not an offside. But because the puck was bouncing and not controlled on Weselius' stick, there is the offside. Now here's Asbridge with the puck. She'll dump it down. Hughes around the boards for Ward. Ward will carry it forward now for Weselius. That pass doesn't quite connect. DeRosier played it to Lucy Harland, who got the puck ahead. Now the Rockets back on it. Here comes Ward. Ward drops off for Weselius. Weselius in the middle of the ice, fires a shot. That gets deflected up into the glass. It'll come down to Oden. Oden gets it as far as the line. Shot from the point by Chanel Cormier. Now picked up by Lucy Harland. Harland will get it ahead, and Oden out to center. Puck knocked back into the zone by Marissa Richard. DeRosier there waiting for it. She'll play it out to center. Chanel Cormier on it again, dumping it back in. And DeRosier has to go all the way back down behind her own goal line. Plays it all the way up to Ava Beaton at her blue line. Across to the far side, Driscoll gets to the puck, and she'll carry it into the Rocket zone and then send it down towards the goal line. Picked up by Fitzpatrick around to the near side. Leslie with a shot from the point, blocked by Colpitts. Leslie's second shot, this one blocked by Fitzpatrick. And now Fitzpatrick will play it over to the far wall. Chanel Cormier carrying up through center. Cormier in across the line, drops off for Marissa Richard. Richard with the shot, the blocker save made by Delaney. Now the puck comes over to Prince. Prince, who has one of the goals for the Capitals in this game, gets the puck back again. Has it poked off her stick by Arsenault. Now Colpitts will pick up. She gets tripped up by Prince. Prince perhaps getting away with one there. Now gets the puck up to Rothenberg. Now with it is Poirier. Audrey Poirier. Taken down by Dowling. And we're going to get a tripping call against Dowling with 17:10 left to go. And so the Capitals will be shorthanded for the fourth time in this game. The Moncton Rockets are 1 for 3 on the power play. They're now 1 for 12 on the tournament. But that makes them the number 1 power play in the whole tournament because they've done something nobody else has, and that is score when they have that extra skater. Played back to the line for Poirier. Poirier's shot goes wide, comes off the end boards. Grenier will get it. Back to Poirier, to Grenier, to Poirier, to Grenier. Down to Ward. Ward, backhand shot. Looked like it might have gone off the side of the net, but it was blocked anyway. Now it's going to be Ellie Harlan picking up below her own goal line. She'll play it to the near wall. Waiting for it there was Ward. Ward gets tied up by Carney. Coming in to help out is Poirier. And getting the puck was Ellie Harland, and she's able to clear it down the ice. 40 seconds gone in the power play for the Moncton Rockets. Audrey Poirier, the tournament's best defender, won that award at the tournament banquet last night. Gives the puck to Melanie Richard, over to Weselius. Weselius has it stolen from her by Lucy Harland, and it's sent out to center. Now a little bit of a miscommunication. Boudelier plays it back. Chanel Cormier picks up. Cormier, though, ends up coughing up the puck to Jodry. Jodry coming in on the short-handed chance, and what a save there! A huge save, and now we're going to get a stoppage and a cross-checking penalty. Let's take another look as just a simple loss of balance results in Jodry getting a chance. Jodry comes in, a big save, and then right after the save, you see the cross-check there by Ward. And so we'll go 4-on-4 for 42 more seconds, and then the Capitals will get their second power play of the morning. Puck cleared to the line and out. Here's Harland with the puck now. Harland, that being Lucy Harland, I should mention. We got 4 different sets of common surnames in this game. You got 2 Harland players and 2 Beaton players on the Capitals. You got 2 Cormier players and 2 Richard players on the Rockets. Leslie, as the Capitals are back to the power play now. 1:03 left to go in their extra skater situation. O'Dang gives to Carly Beaton, back to the line for DeRosier. DeRosier down low, O'Dang with the deflection, but not enough of a change of direction to put it on target. Now the puck is gathered up and covered up, as we'll get a stoppage with 49 seconds left in the Rocket penalty to Ward. We see as the Rocket or the Capitals scramble or crash toward the net. 14:46 left to go, third period. 2-2 Capitals and Rockets. Here's Audrey Poirier with the puck. She'll get it ahead to Waselius. Waselius off the boards and down the ice. And Waselius wins the race to that puck. Both she and Leslie end up overskating it. DeRosier will get it. Now she'll play it up to O'Dan. And O'Dan will take it back behind her own net. Just 23 seconds left now in the penalty. O'Dan out to center. Gets taken off of the puck and gets taken down right in front of her own bench. Rockets come back the other way. Here's Waselius. Her shot, blocker save made by Delaney. Puck is sitting behind the net. Now DeRosier will play it up the wall as the penalty comes to an end, and Ward back out on the ice. Here's Ava Beaton with the puck. Beaton over to Driscoll. Driscoll ended up running into Boudelier, and that one incidental contact as Driscoll was looking at Beaton to receive the pass. Boudelier also looking at Beaton to see where the pass was going to go, and the two players ended up just colliding. Good job by the referees on that one not to call that, as neither player intentionally initiated any contact. Here's Driscoll with the puck. Up to the top of the zone, comes to the middle of the ice, gets a shot away. That's blocked by Groundwater. Driscoll gets to it at the far wall. Now down into the corner, Prince. Prince pitchforks Boudelier down to the ice. And now it's around to the near side, Hughes. Out to center, but the pass turned over to Carney. Carney not able to split through the defense as Groundwater and Boudelier were able to keep Carney from making her way in. Pass for Arsenault, that's into her feet. It ends up rolling over to Wilkie. Now White trying to fight through the check. Hughes will get to the puck, plays it to Arsenault. Arsenault can't clear the zone on the first try. Puck ends up with White. White looking for Carney, and that pass goes through her feet down into the corner. Now here's Jodry. Jodry to Carney, and the puck just rolling off of Carney's stick as she had space right in front of the net, and she had Fournette going the wrong way. But with still play tied with 12:30 to go. Down into the Rocket zone, brought back out again by Chanel Cormier. Cormier takes the puck behind the net, out the far corner, up the wall to Ward. Ward will bring it back down, pokes it to Marissa Richard. Richard played it back up the wall, but neither Ward nor Chanel Cormier could get to it, and it'll go all the way back down the ice. Fitzpatrick gets to the puck, plays it up to Grenier. Grenier gets it to the line and out. Over to pick up. Here's Marissa Richard. She's got Chanel Cormier coming up with her. Richard gets the shot away, goes off a body down into the corner. Now picked up by Ward. Ward right below the goal line. Has it poked off her stick just as she was trying to come out towards the front. And we get the puck smothered by Delaney. Let's take another look at this great opportunity for the Capitals, as getting some room behind the defense was Driscoll, but the puck just rolling off of her stick And so we continue to remain knotted up with 11 and a half minutes left to go to determine which of these teams will bring a bronze medal back home with them, either to Moncton and the surrounding area or to Halifax and the surrounding area. There's a shot, save, rebound, second chance, and Delaney with another save there. Two great shots by the Moncton Rockets and two quick saves by Lauren Delaney. Now Driscoll gets her pocket picked by McGrath. Here comes McGrath, leading a 3-on-2. McGrath gets the shot away, and another save by Delaney. Puck still loose, and picked up by Driscoll. She'll clear it away, but only as far as Melanie Richard. Now Driscoll on it again. O'Dan not able to clear the zone, but a great hustle by Jodry, able to poke the puck out and down the ice it will go. McGrath back to get it. 10:35 left to go here in the third period. Hughes behind the net, takes a bump, stays on the puck. She'll start to work forward. Hughes gets hauled down, gets the puck out to center though. Now Carly Beaton coming the other way, but O'Dane was still in the net, in the zone, and will get a stoppage with 10:23 left on the clock. Let's take another look here at two big chances for the Moncton Rockets. There's the first shot, save, second chance, and a second save made by Lauren Delaney, keeping this game tied. 10:20 now left on the clock here in the third period. Fitzpatrick up the boards for Melody Cormier. She tried to set up Cole Pitts, but coming back, Carly Beaton on the back check, able to force the change of possession. Now back into the Rocket zone. It's underneath Carly Beaton. Played out to center. Wilkie will gather it in there. Has Lucy Harland. Harland had that pass a little bit behind her, so she had to stop, lost her momentum as she was trying to come into the Rocket zone. Groundwater has the puck stolen from her by Harland. Now to Searle. Mila Searle off the wall. Ahead to Carney. Carney can't get a stick on it. It ends up going just past Colpitts now. Colpitts picks up the puck, trying to fight through some checks, gets it to the line and out, but it goes out, then in, then out, then in, and somewhere in amongst all of that, it results in a capital offside with 9:31 remaining in the third period. 2 the score, Rockets and Capitals. Ward and Carney to take the draw. And the importance of every face-off, every play, every pass starting to get magnified as we get into the later stages of this tie hockey game with hardware on the line. Here's Audrey Poirier with the puck, bringing it back up to the top of the zone. Her shot through the traffic, Delaney the save, and Delaney able to cover up and hang on. 9:05, third period, 2-2, Rockets and Capitals. Face-off will be inside the Cap zone to the left of netminder Lauren Delaney. Grenier couldn't get a shot away. Beaton, Ava Beaton, sends it down the ice. Race to get to the puck. Icing gets waved off. Carney with the puck, gets it down to the end boards, picked up there. Now off the wall to Grenier. Ward has it bounce off of her stick. DeRosier trying to send it the other way. It was deflected by Marissa Richard. And now sent down the ice again. Back to get it is Poirier. Poirier changes direction to try and get away from Rothenberg. Gives the puck to Hughes. Hughes up the wall to Weselius. Weselius tries to go cross ice. Broken up by Rothenberg. Pass ahead for Dowling. Dowling all the way down into the corner. Hughes stays with her, but Asbridge comes over to help. Now gets it back down to Dowling. Dowling takes the puck behind the net out the near side. It goes through the feet of Rothenberg. Asbridge with the shot. The save made. And now the puck back down to the end boards. And Melanie Richard will pick up. Marissa Richard in there battling. Puck comes loose. Hughes will get to it. 7:45 left to go. Boudelier Pass goes behind Weselius. Leslie holds it in at the line. Boudelier gets it back. Now ahead for Marissa Richard. She's got a player with her. It's Weselius. Marissa Richard with the shot, looking to go far side, but put it just a little bit too high over the net. It comes all the way around the boards, back into the Rocket zone. McGrath across to Poirier. Poirier's pass ahead for Melanie Richard. Her pass goes behind Rodier. Driscoll sends the puck ahead. Back to get it. Back to get it is Poirier. Poirier will play it off the wall, and now lead pass up for Rodier. Rodier in across the blue line, taken to the wall by Driscoll. Sends the puck down towards the corner. Picking it up is Wilkie. She'll get it to the near side for Ava Beaton. Ava Beaton ties up with Melody Cormier, Now picked up by Prince. Prince out to center. 6:50 left to go, third period. Tie hockey game. All the way down. Ava Beaton gets it. Has it taken from her, though, by Audrey Poirier. Poirier loses the puck to Prince, but it ends up with Rodier. She'll get it ahead to Groundwater. Here comes Groundwater. Groundwater has the puck knocked off her stick by Searle. Puck sitting there. Now it'll be gathered up by Ava Beaton. 6.5 left to go. Beaton off the glass. Out to center. Searle gives to Odan. Odan trying to split through the defense. That gets closed off, and Groundwater looking to come the other way. She'll play it back instead to Fitzpatrick, across to Chanel Cormier, off the glass and out to center. Carly Beaton able to bring the puck back in. It's kicked ahead. Fitzpatrick will get to it there. Fitzpatrick circles back behind her own net, takes a look. Long lead pass. Grenier gets a piece of the puck, but it ends up rolling through to Lucy Harlan. She'll get it to DeRosier across to the near side. Now it's turned over to Arsenault. She'll send it back into the Capital zone. 5:50 left to go here, third period. Now Grenier with the puck. Grenier coming in. Grenier, and ends up having it roll away down into the corner. Searle trying to come back out to center. She'll get the puck up to Odan. Odan, her pass goes behind Carney. Carney gets to it at the near boards, looking to dump the puck in. Colpitt's there to break that up, but White comes over. Now White will send it down towards the corner. Boudelier gets there just ahead of Carney, around to the far side for Hughes. Hughes sending the puck out to center. It hops over the stick of Ward, rolls all the way in onto Delaney, and Delaney will cover up and hang on, and we'll get a stoppage with 5:19 remaining here, third period. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I didn't start the clock on that last play. That's what the issue was. Okay, we're down to 5:19 left to go. There we go, 5:19 on and start. There we go. Now we're just a few seconds behind instead of several minutes. There you go. Boudelier with the puck. She'll get it ahead. It hops over Ward's stick. DeRosier gets it, plays it back down the wall the other way, but that's knocked down by Ward. Now DeRosier back on it again. Taking a look, assessing her options. Still with the puck. Now plays it off the wall. Ends up on Hughes' stick. Hughes sending it the other way, but DeRosier got it back again. Now Ava Beaton sending it down low. Picked up there by Boudelier. Here comes Boudelier. Has it poked off her stick by Asbridge, but right there for support, Melanie Richard. She'll play it off the wall, down the ice. Wilkie back to get it. Ward right there pressuring. Weselius on the puck below the goal line. Weselius has two Capitals around her, but she's able to get the puck to Ward, back to Weselius, towards the front of the net, batted away by Delaney. Now played ahead to the line, held in by Poirier, her shot, and Ward gets knocked down right in front of the net as she tried to get the puck. Here's Richard, Melanie Richard with the puck. She'll play it back to the line for McGrath. McGrath with a shot. That goes off a stick and ends up coming to the side of the net where Harland was there. Ellie Harland. She got it up to Dowling. Here comes Dowling. 3-on-2. Dowling cutting to the outside against McGrath. McGrath takes Dowling into the boards. 3:54 left to go, third period. Battle in the corner. Puck comes loose. It'll be found by Melanie Richard. She can't get it past Rothenberg. Rothenberg kicks it back to Asbridge. Asbridge working the puck, trying to get some space. Coming in to help out Rothenberg. To Asbridge, there's a chance. And a save made. Whoop. What a sequence of play we've had over the last few minutes. Wait a minute, that's not the sequence I thought I had just hit replay for. My apologies, folks. That was from several minutes ago. We're down to 3:37. There we are, left to go in the third period. Rockets were a player short for the lineup for the face-off. Now they got everybody out there that they need. Puck on the stick of Chanel Cormier. She'll play it ahead to Rodier. Rodier intended for Melody Cormier, but that was cleared off, and now here comes Groundwater. Groundwater has the puck knocked off her stick by Searle. Groundwater to the near boards, plays it back to the line for Fitzpatrick. Sent back down the wall, now out to center. Fitzpatrick to Rodier. 3:09 left to go, third period. Tie score, 2-2. Bronze medal on the line. Here's DeRosier with the puck. Up for Harland. Harland can't get the puck past Groundwater. It'll come back to DeRosier again. Up the wall, this time to Beaton, Ava Beaton, but her fellow number 6, Fitzpatrick, knocks the puck away from her. Now Chanel Cormier with it. Turns and tries to get a pass ahead. It's knocked down by Prince. Zara Prince to Carly Beaton. Beaton with a shot. It was going to go wide, but the puck stopped by Frenette. Now into the far corner. Jodry cycles it back down to the corner. Carly Beaton gets there just ahead of Cole Pitts. Coming in to help out as well is Odan. Also in there, in amongst the 4 players, was Chanel Cormier. Now Grenier gets the puck ahead for Rodier. Rodier in across the blue line. Rodier cuts to the outside, trying to get around DeRosier. Rodier towards the net, but has the puck batted away by Delaney. 2:09 left to go, third period. 2-2 the score, Capitals and Rockets. One of these teams will go home bronze medalists. The other will go home empty-handed. And it all will be determined in the next minute and 53 plus. Possibly plus, I should say. Wilkie with the shot. That hits White. It ends up coming up to the top of the zone. Carney trying to work her way down, has the puck knocked off her stick by Hughes. Now carrying it out is Grenier. Grenier will just softly dump the puck in. She'll head off for a change. And they're going to call an icing call against the Rockets because Grenier was about maybe 3 inches on the wrong side of center. They call the icing. Technically, yes, she was on the wrong side of center, but it was only about 3 inches. I don't like commenting on the officiating, but that icing call I'm not 100% sure about. But now here comes a chance for Ward. Ward coming in. Ward towards the net, and a huge save made by Delaney. What a save! That could very well have been a bronze medal saving save right there. Let's take another look as Ward comes in. Had Delaney going to her right, and then Delaney had to stick the left leg out and make the save. 83 seconds left to go, third period. Tie hockey game. Shot into the traffic, puck comes down, found, it's loose, and now it'll be sent down towards the corner. Melanie Richard can't get a stick on it. It's picked up by Lucy Harlan. She'll play it up the wall. White will get it. Ava Beaton trying to spring behind the defense. The puck does not get to Beaton though. No, that's not an icing either. That's not an icing either. That puck went off of the body of McGrath. And they're going to talk it. It's an offside. Okay, that's an offside. Okay. I was going to say, if they called that an icing, that clearly went off of the leg of the defender. Offside, that I could see. There's a shot, save! And the rebound bounces all the way to White. Here comes a 3-on-1 for the Capitals. White with the puck. White to Beaton, and just out of her reach as Waselius on the back check, able to get a piece of that one. Now Carney with it, 40 seconds left. Fires a shot, and the save made by Frenette. Ava Beaton down to White in the corner. She takes a bump, gets knocked off the puck. It'll be picked up by Poirier. Poirier ahead for Marissa Richard. That gets away from her. Lucy Harlan now turns it back the other way, but it'll be Boudelier to get it. Boudelier, well-timed entry into the zone. Boudelier makes a move, gets a shot away, and Delaney to save, and she'll hang on with 20.4 seconds left to go in the third period. And we're still tied. Carrot, if you're watching, bring my blood pressure medication. I took it this morning. I'm supposed to take one every day. I might need an extra one right now. Oh my goodness. And I don't even have a dog in this fight, as the proverbial saying goes. Neither of these teams are the teams that I work for regularly. Neither of these teams have a player that I'm related to. Shots on goal, 13-6 for the Moncton Rockets. The 3-period total, 44-17 for the Rockets. But despite all of that, we're going to go into the overtime tied at 2 apiece. And just to finish the thought that I started, I don't have a dog in this fight, as the saying goes. Neither of these are my teams that I work for all season long. Neither of these teams have players that I'm related to. But as a pure fan of the sport, you can't help but enjoy this hockey game. You can't help but feel for both of these teams. Now, if you have a partisan interest in this game, I can't imagine how stressful it is for you, considering how stressful it is for me just watching it and being here. I applaud all of the fans of both of these teams to be able to sit through all of this. It must be so heart-wrenching. For me personally, I'm loving the drama. I'm loving the competition. I'm loving seeing these 37, 38, whatever it is, athletes giving their absolute all in this game this morning. This is what sport should be. This is what hockey is all about. This is why I love doing what I do. We're going to go to an overtime period. Now, I have to admit, I have not had a chance to look at the exact rules for how overtime for a bronze medal game go. I think, keyword I think, that because there is another game scheduled after this one, that being, of course, the gold medal game, at some point, if we don't get a goal in overtime, we may have to go to the skills competition, the shootout, to determine a winner. I remember a few years ago doing the U18 Boys Atlantic Championships. That went to a double overtime, and maybe even, yes, a double overtime before it was decided, but that was the gold medal game. Because this is the bronze medal game and we have another game scheduled to start roughly an hour from now. All right, we're going to put, no, it's going to be a 10-minute overtime period. 3-on-3. Ward, Grenier, Poirier versus Prince, Driscoll, DeRosier. Capitals get first possession. Here's Driscoll. She'll get the puck to the net and it'll be immediately covered up. Just 7 seconds gone in the overtime period. So 10 minutes of 3-on-3. If that doesn't decide anything, we'll have to see what comes next. Here's Poirier, with the puck now. Ahead for Ward. Ward has that bounce off her stick a little bit. Prince gets to it. She tries to bat it past Grenier. Grenier will back it up to Poirier. Poirier, the tournament's top defender, gives the puck to Grenier. Grenier has it knocked off her stick by Prince. Prince couldn't get it under control, and now Ward will back it up to Poirier again. Here comes Audrey Poirier, in across the line. Gets around Prince, comes to the middle of the ice. Pass for Ward, that goes a bit behind her. Ward will take it out to center, and the Rockets will reset. 45 seconds gone in the overtime period. Ward all the way back behind her own net, being shadowed by Prince. Now she'll play it around to the near side. Poirier circles to make sure that Prince skates by her. Now Poirier out from behind her net. Audrey Poirier working her way forward, gives the puck to Melanie Richard. In across the line, Richard coming up, gets a shot off, Delaney the save, and the rebound cleared from the front of the net by White. White springs Ava Beaton, here comes Ava Beaton on the breakaway. Beaton makes the move, Beaton scores! And the Greenfoot Capitals will be your bronze medalists for 2025 at the female U18 Atlantic Hockey Championships. White able to get the puck ahead to Ava Beaton. Ava Beaton gets her third goal, third point of the tournament in overtime at 1:20 of the extra frame. I made this comment in the game between the Caps and the Selects on Friday night. I'll make this comment again. I didn't want to see either team lose this game. If there was a way that you could have enough bronze medals for both teams, it was actually Beaton's second point of the game. So I stand corrected. Ava Beaton, her third goal, fourth point of the tournament. And so the Moncton Rockets will finish as the fourth place team at this tournament. They deserved a bit of a better fate, not to take anything away from the Caps. Audrey Poirier gets player of the game. She assisted on both Rocket goals in this game. She was the tournament's best defender. And Lauren Delaney with 43 saves on 45 shots. Another brilliant performance by another goaltender here at this tournament. So your players of the game, Delaney and Poirier. And now we'll have the presentation of the bronze medals. So we're going to stay right here, and we're going to just zoom in a little bit here to get a closer. Here we have the presentation of the bronze medals.
Number 88, Eastman Kirby. Number 77, Kala DeRozan. Number 55, Lila Skibbo. Number 44, Zara Prince. Number 30, Lauren Delaney. Number 29, Liliana Hollins. Number 27, Hayden Calloway. Number
So I guess the coaches aren't going to make the walk across the ice to get those medals. That's going to do it for the bronze medal game here at the 2025 Atlantic Female U18 Hockey Championships. Another nod of the head, a tip of the hat to the Moncton Rockets for the great effort they put on, not only in this game but all weekend long. But congratulations, Greenfoot Capitals, for being the bronze medalists here today. Have a safe trip back to both teams, back to Moncton and to the Halifax area respectively. That's going to do it for us for the bronze medal game. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes or so to get you ready for the championship final. It'll be the Down East Auto Parts Stars taking on the Northern Subway Selects. Until then, on behalf of my awesome cameraman, Sean Roach, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf, and elbows up, Canada. Final score one last time in overtime. Capitals are your bronze medalists with a 3-2 win over the Moncton Rockets. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.